Alright, welcome to the next video. Today, did that start recording yet? I guess it did. Okay. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the addition or subtraction method for solving systems of equations. As you recall from the last 3 videos, we know 2 methods so far for solving systems. That is graphing, substitution, and now this is going to be the next method we learn, and it is the addition or subtraction method for solving systems. So again, just like usual, we're going to get 2 equations to start with. So we'll call this example 1, and let's start with x plus y equals 14. And let's also have x minus y equals 4. Now I'm not going to put them in different colors this time because we're not going to do anything separately. And we do have 2 equations. We're going to actually deal with these all at the same time. If I just put a line under here and make this a big addition problem, and then I add the left sides together, I see x plus x is going to be 2x. Positive y plus negative y is going to be 0. So those go away. And then 14 plus 4 is going to be 18. Now I can divide both sides by 2 and get x equals 9. Once I get my value for x, I can plug into either one of these equations, and in this case mentally works just fine. If I plug this into equation 1, 9 plus 5 is going to be 14. Alright, so now we can double check this, make sure this fits into both equations. Again, mentally, into equation 1, 9 plus 5 is 14. And into equation 2, 9 minus 5 would be 4. So as you can see, this was a really quick technique for solving this system of equations. Let me quickly explain why it works. We recall from the past, 3 years of math, one way to solve an equation is to do the same thing to both sides. So for instance, if I was going to solve this simple equation, x plus 2 equals 5, I could subtract 2 from each side, and I would get my answer of x equals 3. Now the trick with doing that, and that's like pan balancing or doing the same thing to both sides, is you have to do the same thing to both sides. Well, let's see how this applies to equation 1. The left side, example 1. So equation 1, we have the left side of x plus y and the right side of 14. And so what we want to do is we want to add or subtract, but in this case we're adding the same thing to both sides. Well, equation 2 tells us that x minus y means the same thing as 4 because of this equals sign right here. So x minus y and 4 are the same thing. So when I'm adding x minus y to this left side, I'm really adding 4. And when I add 4 to the right side, I'm adding 4. So I'm allowed to do this because this and this are the same. So I'm actually adding the same thing to both sides. It looks a little weird because they don't look like the same thing. X minus y doesn't look like 4, but they are both 4. So we just added 4 to both sides, and we were able to get x equals 9 and plug that back in to get y equals 5. Let's try another one. So let's do 3r plus 2s. This will be example 2. 3r plus 2s equals 2. And 3r plus s equals 7. Plus s equals 7. And again, we have two equations, but I didn't write them in different colors because we're not really going to do anything special to the individual ones. We're going to do it to both of them. Now in this case, if we add, we're going to end up with 6r plus 3s equals 9. And that doesn't help us because what we're doing is we're going to try to eliminate one of the variables. If you look back here, what happened was when we added these two equations, we eliminated the y's. Okay, if we were to add here, we would eliminate nothing. So in this case, subtraction is the method. And notice when we have 3r minus 3r, we get 0. 2s minus s leaves us with s, and then 2 minus 7 would give us negative 5. So here we were able to eliminate the r term. Once we have s equals negative 5, we can plug that back into either of our equations. I'm going to go into equation 2 because the s is all by itself. So let's do that. So equation 2, we have 3r plus, we had an s of negative 5 equals 7. So 3r minus 5 equals 7. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. That gives us 12. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. And that gives us an r of 4. So our alphabetical ordered pair is going to be 4 comma negative 5. Let's see if we can plug that in and double check our work. Equation 1, mentally, we have 3 times 4 is 12. Plus a negative 10 would be 2. That works for equation 1. And for equation 2, we get 12 minus 5 equals 7. So this is the correct answer, and we have checked it. Alright, I'm going to stop this video now, and we'll do a couple more in the next video.